2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Luke, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. This one might roll into the rough. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a two-putt here is still good.
Ooh, right by the hole. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Time now for the fourth shot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This one's for bogey. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes, to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a five. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
From about 100 yards. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
That's a good-looking shot there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
Oh, just missed. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Going with the hybrid. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
This would be a great up and down. Let's see if we can make this and keep the par on the card. Was on a good line. No, that's too bad. This next putt is for bogey. And nicely holed. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par four.
players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Nicely done. Second shot here on the fourth. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh well, you got a chance to improve on the next one. Sitting at 2 over par.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Here's their 6th shot. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Oh, absolutely flushed. And he's down there.
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Six feet remaining to the cup.
This is what they have left for bogey.
That gets the job done. Currently at 6 over par. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. Okay, that hole's behind you now. Now at 6 over for the round. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in two. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 7th. Oh, well played. And here we are with the third shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. It's tracking. Fair effort that. Good birdie. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Going with the 5-wood. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Straight out of the top draw.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. You've arrived at a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Playing from around 160 yards.
Downwind on this shot.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
That one's headed right and staying right.
And he's safely on the green. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Putting for a par here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. All right, Rich, crunch time. We're through 9 holes here today of cut day. What do you think's in this player's future?
I don't think they're nervous because they're so far out of it. It would take a miracle for them to make the cut. That's really not what they were looking for.
Just off the fairway in the first cut. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Well, that was a really important hole. Now just 1 off the cut line. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
This one's dialed in. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
It was off the tee with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Playing from around 210 yards here.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This one's right of the green.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
And this one is for his par. Okay, steady now. And this one is for bogey. And down it goes. Sitting at 5 over for the day. Next up is this two-shot hole.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Oh, that was flushed. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 155.
This one headed left.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
And here we are with their 4. Very crafty, that shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Always a tough shot to get out of.
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. And he needs this to save par. And there it is. Sitting at 6 over for the event. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
This lie's not great.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
This one might just sneak off the fairway. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
That lie was just nasty. That's the best they could do from there.
Playing their fourth shot. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Yep, well holed for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. We have a par 3 on this one.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That was a bit wayward. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Ooh, that almost went down. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Yep, tracking well.
Yeah, we'll take that. Sitting at 7 over for the day. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Yeah, that one will play. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
That was a gallant attempt. 5 feet coming up to the cup. This looks good. And there it is. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Oh, wow. They're thinking of going for this one.
Going with a 3-wood here.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
Time now for the 4th shot. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, you never like to see this, Rich. Missing the cut and Q School is certainly going to hurt their prospects going forward.
Yeah, where do they go from here? They don't have any status on any of the main tours. They can try Monday qualifiers. They can bounce around on the mini tours. But the player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get back into the Corn Ferry Tour finals again.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elving alongside Rich Beam.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Luke. I got to say, I'm excited about the day's action. See how it all unfolds. Glad to be alongside you, my friend.
And let's see what he can do here today. Second shot here on the first. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Second shot on the second. Not bad. Getting ready to play their third.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Oh, come on, sit. Wow, what a shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. Oh, what a stroke. Beautiful shot. He's currently tied for 9th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
And we've arrived at a par 3.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the 5-iron. It's a little wayward.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
And this from the greenside rough. Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Great touch.
He's currently tied for 12th. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Sitting at 1 under, just outside the top 10 on the leaderboard. And from the bunker here. That's a bit unlucky. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. This is their 5th shot. 2 strokes off the lead. Sixth shot coming up. Just 2 shots behind. $14 feet to the cup. Oh, so close. No one likes to put a quad on the card. Let's make this, please. That gets the job done. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Well struck. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Looks like this one's bunker bound. Wow, what happened there?
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
And here we are with their 4th. Great shot. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This will be a good bogey.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
This is from miles away. That'll sting a bit.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Teeing off here at the 7th.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Tee shot is looking good here. Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
This would be a great up and down. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3, to say the least.
Opting for the 5-wood. A bit wild on approach there.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
This sand shot awaits. Little sigh of relief. Happy to be putting again. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
And that's now 5 over for the round. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut.
Going with the 7. This one's heading left, I think. Good shot there. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Looking really good, this one. That's disappointing. A par putt on the table. That will work. Well, Rich, this is tough. This player's battling to make the cut, and it's cut day. How nervous are they right now?
Luke, right now they're so far below the cut line, it's going to take a miracle for them to stick around.
That tee shot looks pretty good. From about 130 yards here.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
11 feet to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Looking really good, this one. Well, that's a timely piece of excellence by our player. Now just one stroke off the cut line. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
This putt for par here. Good stroke. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
A chance to go under par here if you can just keep the bogeys off the card. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Going with the 6-iron here. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Such soft hands.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Attaboy, good shot. From around 180 yards out.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
Going with the hybrid.
This one's left of the green.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Playing their 4th shot. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Playing their 5th shot. That's frustrating. Double bogey putt coming up here. Well done. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if you can bounce back. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That's hooking, that one. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
Trying to save par here.
Just didn't drop. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
There it is. And now at +7 for the round. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot. And he's down there. You got to read.
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Going with the 7. This one is headed to the right. That's not the outcome they were after.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Getting ready to play their third. Might need to get the feel back on the putting green. Coming off a streak of 3 bogeys. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, well played.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 10 over par for the day. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Pretty good shot there.
They're thinking of going for this one, guys.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
Wonderfully played. And here we are with the third shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, you never like to see this, Rich. Missing the cut, and Q School is certainly going to hurt their prospects going forward.
Yeah, where do they go from here? They don't have any status on any of the main tours. They can try Monday qualifiers. They can bounce around on the mini tours. But the player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get back into the Korn Ferry Tour Finals again.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.